Yeah, look at unfortunately, the developer Jeff Buell and his partner decided yesterday, because all the negative press and all the finger pointing, like the process wasn't following. It was. We proved the process, the timeline, and he decided to pull out. So that's why I pulled it back. And I know my team talked to him. We wanted him to go forward, but he didn't want to. So it had nothing to do with the process. So Paul and the Republicans are wrong. I kind of, it's comical, And when I went to the economic development meeting, I said the same thing. I said, look, you can't, we have a procurement policy we have to follow. And unfortunately, the first county executive in our history of Albany County went to jail for breaking the procurement policy. So we had the most restrictive policy, I believe, in the state of New York. We followed that, and we, it was a direct sale. The realtor was involved. These developers could have reached out to the realtor to get their information, and they didn't. And then we can't be contacted when there's a bid out there because it's unethical. So they never reached out to me, and I saw the timeline in the TU, which was false, because it was last Thursday, I think it was, or 2 Thursdays ago, when the Business Review did Real Estate of the Deal award, and I received that for the St. Rose property. That was the first time I met that company, and they kind of sandbagged me at that at the gala, trying to get me to meet with them on Friday. And I said, look, my schedule's packed. I could probably take a phone call in the afternoon at best. And I didn't hear from them until 4 o'clock when they demanded a meeting at 5. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way. It wasn't while I was ignoring them. I got a packed schedule like everyone else. So I think everyone got ahead of their skis on this, and they want to take a good deal and make it look bad. And I got to say, it was Jeff and his partner said, look, we'll stand on RFP. Our project's better. We've done great projects. Though I still want to go forward because we did the right stuff here, and it's being misled like we did. So it's unfortunate, but unfortunately someone has to step up and do economic development in this county, and we've been doing it from the Central Warehouse, McDonald's, St. Rose property, 60 South Pearl Street. We have announcements we're going to make on the BOE and mental health and health, our county building. And then, I saw today's article about Amalabelle. That building was condemned. We're talking about putting an RFP out for a parking garage with a hotel above it. So you need more parking, and unfortunately, the state workforce is only back at 50%. So there's if they ever come back, which I don't know if they will, but if they ever come back, there will be an issue in downtown with parking. So it's something that needs to be addressed, but we've been working on this. And the project that's being announced today that we're getting behind the Capitol Center. And I want to thank Joanne Cunningham and Dennis Feeney and Wanda Willingham, the legislature. We're backing the bonds for a $50 million expansion. That's going to be, we got voted on last night, the ledge. That got overlooked. But it's something we shouldn't be doing. You got Capitalized Albany and Albany that should be doing all this stuff, but we are, because someone has to move forward. So are we going to stumble? Yep. Are we going to make mistakes? Absolutely. Are we perfect? No. But we're trying to do our best to keep things going forward, and someone has to do it. And it's unfortunately this project, which probation should have never been put down across from the MPP arena. We want to move it to a better centrally located area away from the business. As the governor announced the $200 million in downtown Albany, we said we got to get them out of there. We got to, again, here's an opportunity for the city of Albany to get a refresh look. And the reality is this: we were like, hey, let's, as we look at things and put them back on the tax rolls, and we look at the College St. Rose and juggling it all, it makes sense.